I can't stand no more, cause no more food. I cannot go to school, cause no more money.
Hello, we are happy to come your way again with this radio talk show called TSM Pidgin. The TSM, that's a news organization or news group on the internet, helping you always to make sure that different kind of stories that are going around, you get the correct one on the internet, on the radio, in newspapers then. So, my name is Seyo Watosi, your TSM friend, bringing you this talk. One old chief news person to the Maria City Hall, what they call the Maria City Corporation, when President George Weah was president here, Mr. Alpha Gray, he posted something on the internet on January 15, 2025, saying that the Liberia police, that people, they refuse to leave Mr. Thomas Etheridge, or the short name for him, they call him Tom, after they catch him the other day and carry him to police station in Dupo Road. Mr. Thomas Etheridge is one of the person who they catch, who the police people say get a hand in the bonnet of the Capitol building the other day. On December 18, you know the Capitol building catch fire in Morofia. Yes, so the police people say that somebody do it. So they start going around catching people, and Thomas Etheridge was one of the person who they catch. Now, he was in the hands of the police, then they were going backward and forward with him, and all these things started. So, while he was in the hands of the police, his lawyer went to the court and filed motion for the police people to bring him to court while he living here. When all the whole thing was going on, the police people talked to news people and say they get proof that some people were the one who burned the Capitol building, but at that time they don't call no name. So the lawyer for Mr. Thomas Etheridge, a short name they call Tom, he went to the court and filed motion, what they call habeas corpus, for the police people to bring Mr. Tom Etheridge to court. The court that they went to, the first judge that was there, the Koloqua Nuta went and gave them this motion here to carry to the police so that they can bring the man to court, bring him while he's living. But while all this thing was going on, after they carried this Mr. Tom to court, they go load the man faint. Before he faint, he say the police people or the people who catch him, the security people who catch him, they suffer him bad way. Some of the time they were beating him. Something that they said they call it torture. So when they filed this motion here, the police will not bring the man back because they saw the man, he faint. So now they had to carry him to the hospital. Because they say Mr. Tom Etheridge, he talk about police people beating him and they suffer him. So now they have to carry him to the hospital, and the hospital people now should bring a report to show that yes, the man, the thing he talk is true, that some people beat him and suffer him, that what caused him to get sick. Now, when this one was going on now, Judge Koloqua Nuta, he take the case and then transfer it to one code they call criminal code B. The lawyer, Tom lawyer now, he tell the court that these people, when they catch somebody, the thing that they're supposed to do, they're supposed to tell the person that about he read, the person human right, honor the law. All these things here, he say they didn't do it. And now, when the judge told the people to free this man, after they free him, they decided to catch him again. And when they free Mr. Tom Etheridge, so they didn't free him to his lawyer, but then they gave him to people what they call guarantor. So when all of these things were going on, the lawyer for Tom Etheridge went to the big court and went to one big judge they call Judge Nyami Gbese and brought the complaint there. So the judge gave order that all the government lawyer, private lawyer for Tom Etheridge, and the court, nobody more put hand in the case again. Then everybody stand by themselves until he, Judge Gbese, can sit down in a meeting, what they call conference, where all the people who are making argument in this case here. Now, while all these things were going on, the person working on top of the Liberia police, Madam Cecilia Clark, said yes, All that thing the people talking about, the judge gave order for them to release Tom Edry, and they released Tom Edry, then they catch him again. It is true, the police people get him. They are holding fast with him. Because why? After he faints, they carry him to one hospital they call AMI, and so they are waiting for the report from there to see whether all that thing he talked, whether it is true. Security post suffer him and then beat him again. So when they went to the meeting with the big judge gave order to the government people who were holding this man to free this man here. They then turn him over to a lawyer, the way that Judge Nutter told them to do. So the government people who were holding him, they released him to a lawyer. But as soon as the people finished turning Tom Edry over to a lawyer, the police will catch him again. And then this time, they carry him straight to jail, to South Beach. Now, TSM checking all this through whether it is true, all the thing where people talking that the Tom Edry, the people asked them to free him, and the police will catch him, and then the people went to work and beat him, and all this one here. TSM say what they found out is they story them from people, the two sides. Some of it were true, and some of it were not true. TSM called it partially true. That yes, the people catch Tom Edry, and then the court said they were releasing or free him, and after freeing him, they catch him again. So all this one here is partially true. Before the voting in Liberia here in 2023, there was a rule on the Facebook from the Meta group. The Meta, that's the big company for Facebook. And this rule here, it was there for that was giving people the power to do fact check for any story that you put there. So all this in there, they started going on. It made the stage media, TSM, to do a work and continue to check fact story. In 2023, TSM found out that plenty of the fact that they check, the people put it up against what they call community policy. So for that reason, the TSM decided to make contact with the Meta. The Meta, like I told you, that they want that the big company that own Facebook, and say, and decide to ask question why it said that the particular thing what you're doing now to try to change these things around, why is it going on so? But the people they not answer the stage media. The reason why stage media talking this thing here is the few time the big company there, like Facebook, the one they used to call Twitter, which is now X, and other big company there where people can throw story every time. They put order down. All these companies said they are in America, and that this particular fact checking thing here, people reticent for them to be checking it, they put a stop to it. So TSM said, well, when this particular thing here, the fact checking thing here, when the people then were doing it, it made sure that it helped TSM to do plenty fact checking story, because there were plenty of things that were going on, particularly so when Ebola was going on, when COVID was going on in this Liberia here. So the fact checking thing was going on. But then with those people who say this thing here now to say that they will not be checking things, because you see, TSM say the whole internet is a very big place where people can throw all kind of story. And the only way people will be able to find out the true story from the false one there is to really do fact check on them. But with the company there now, Facebook and other companies they're saying they're not going to go into that one there now, it is a big problem, because people will throw everything inside there. Whether they allow, whether they're not allowed, there will be no way for people to check it. With something like this here, the fact check, there will be plenty of false story in this world here now going on. And it will be so hard for people to know what is really the true and what is not true. And this thing here is not going to be only in Liberia, but it's going to be in the whole world. Here is another story here. Well, that's all we get time for this on this TSM Pidgin today. We will come your way again. My name is Seyo Watosi, your TSM Pidgin English friend. Before we actually go, we want you to know the fact here. This work here that TSM doing to do fact checking, that one international organization, International Fact Checking Network, they the one giving the money to do this work here. TSM want you to know that even though these people, they gave this money, that people did not get control over what it all supposed to be in the story that we checking, and they not even said get control how we read it. But for you hearing this thing here on radio and internet, that you get any consign to say a particular story here, TSM need to look at it again. Please get in contact with the TSM on internet, WhatsApp, and the number here is +231-775-937-658.
I can't stand no more, cause I'm a fool. I cannot go to school, cause no more money.